Hey, my loves, welcome to another episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment because I love to bump gums with you. Hope you enjoy. Hello, gorgeous. It is Lala Kent. Welcome back to the Give Them Lala podcast. I feel like it's been a hot minute since we have been here recording because we went into Memorial Day weekend, which, mama love a long weekend. Did everyone have a good weekend?
So fun.
Yeah.
One of mine is my reliefs of the week, so I'll save it until the end.
Oh, good. I love
That's
that.
mine.
TT?
Yeah, good weekend. We had a whole bunch of family in town.
We did. We had a packed house. Front house was packed. Back house was packed. It was so cute. So much fun. Ocean had the best time because my friend brought her like bonus child. I guess it's her
Like a
friend's like
Almost,
a nephew.
I would just say like a nephew.
Like a nephew. I like that, Easton. Who's 7. And he and Ocean just like were the cutest.
yeah.
were the
Ocean, that's
cutest.
like a little, because that's like 3 years older.
Yeah, she had
Yeah.
a crush on him. He is a very respectful man.
She gets crushes, you
I got to
guys.
start lifting.
Do you know that what that's going to do, though? That's what my dad did, and I liked everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't
all right,
do that.
like them all. Oh, like them all.
She goes, she would like stretch her arm, like put it around
No.
him.
Oh,
and-
I go over. We went to dinner. We get back. They're on the couch, and she's like laying on his shoulder. I was like,
Stop.
Yeah, I put her to bed the next morning. She gets up and looks at me. She goes, "Where's that boy?"
Yeah,
I wanna
she
go
didn't even
find
remember
that
who I
boy.
was when he was there.
I was like, "Xander." She's like, "Yes, let's go find Xander."
Oh, she would walk in our house. Is Xando in here? No.
She's so
So cute. So we had the Russins in town. We had a pretty big Memorial Day party.
Like 30.
Yeah.
That is so exciting.
Where were you?
In San Diego, baby.
And how was it? Did you enjoy yourself?
Not as good as ours.
No, not as good. I mean, okay. It was fun.
More low key and mellow, I bet.
Low key, beachy, so much needed.
It was much needed.
Yeah, just me and a girlfriend, Alexis, and we went and we spent a few days. I did a little jujitsu. I did some beaching, Coronado Island. It was beautiful. But you guys, that was your first big party, wasn't it?
Well, I feel like we did the Ocean's birthday and the gender reveal,
I feel
but
like
this
this was
was
bigger.
more like, I feel like
This was like barbecues
grilling,
going,
yeah.
pool being in use, like the gender reveal and all that. No one was swimming. No one was in bathing suits. We had people laying out. We had people on the grill. We had people in the kitchen watching TV, playing
I wanna-
basketball.
I want
Bullshit.
to, can you guys do that for like the 4th or something? Because I'm actually really sad I missed that.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to do like the annual Memorial Day
We
party.
should.
And yeah,
I like not going anywhere.
I like not going anywhere too.
You guys had ribs on like the Traeger. Like you went
we
all
had
out.
burgers at like 1 or 2, and right after the burgers, we chilled, swam, and then the
and like
ribs
the
were done around
yummiest
4.
salads ever.
Oh,
Yum.
like handmade, like
Handmade.
dressing.
That is
Is that
no,
what it's called?
handmade,
Handmade?
like handmade dressings.
homemade dressing.
Homemade.
Homemade.
I was like, something sounds wrong about that.
It was very wrong.
Handmade. I feel like that's like clothing. You can tell we don't cook a lot.
Right. I was just about to say
Well.
they Harry Pottered and handmade the
No,
salad
but
dressing.
my biggest thing was like, Easton, you need to go like test the grill because I haven't used that thing since we moved in.
Right.
Oh, I looked at
Also,
that thing like
Did it
was-
work?
It worked.
Well, yeah.
obviously.
Food was good.
It
See,
still
those
had
are-
it still had the plastic on it. I was like, let's remove.
I opened it and I was like, oh, I haven't used it yet. Oh,
Those are my favorite. Give me a good cookout with a pool and like hot dogs, potato salad, burgers, done.
and
Done.
not only that, everybody there.
It was
It
just
was
a good,
amazing.
yeah, it was a
The
good
people
group
were
of
great.
people.
Yeah, like I don't even remember the food.
That's
I remember
conversation was
all of it.
better.
I just remember looking out and being like, this is exactly how I pictured this house being. Like when I saw it online and sent it to my realtor, I was like, I have to see this house. I walked into it. It was a little over the budget,
Mhm.
but just the vibe that I got when I walked in, I could picture all of these things taking place in this house and it actually coming to fruition and like you looking around being like, wow, this is exactly how I imagined it. It was a very heartwarming day.
That's really, really special. And it is a perfect hosting house, by the way.
It is. And
Oh my
I loved
God.
that like literally every part of the house was being used. Like the kids were upstairs playing in the playroom. They were swimming. People were using the fire pit. People were playing basketball. It was just like, I looked around and I was like,
kitchens being used.
both kitchens being used.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
In
the
your
back
house,
in
in
the back house. So like in the back house, they were like prepping all the ribs and stuff, and then in the main house, we were doing like the hot dogs and burgers and getting
If
those ready.
you guys spend Christmas and the holidays there, like, so perfect.
I honestly rather than
Utah?
no, we always usually go. Well, the past I don't even.
We've
know where
spent the
hell.
past couple years
Palm Springs.
in Palm Springs.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
But I
Okay.
do now that we have that house, I could wake up on Christmas there for sure.
I could too. And holidays like Christmas and things like that, Ocean splits time.
Mhm.
So it is nice now having this like gorgeous home where you don't mind.
Being
The
home.
apartment, it was like, oh my gosh, like I don't have my kid until later, and I'm in this little space, which really it had nothing to do with the little space. It was just like, I guess, feeling like this apartment represents me. Like
It had baggage in it.
it had baggage in it.
Right.
And although it rescued me in a really unsteady time, it feels good to finally have roots laid down. We talk
Yes.
about that all the time.
Well deserved.
And you
roots.
need like a good space for that. You need a good, I've been thinking more and more about how important space is. And like even like while I'm starting to keep my eye out for different apartments and stuff in different spaces, I'm like, I don't want to settle. Yesterday I was telling a friend, like, well, maybe I'll just stay here in the current apartment I'm in, which is a new apartment. Maybe I'll just stay here. And my friend was like, you seem so, and I'm like, it's easiest. And they're like, you seem so not happy about that. I'm like, yeah, but they're
It's
like,
easier.
yeah, I'm like, it's easier. And they're like, you should love your space. You have the time to look. Like, take your time. Find
Right.
some. I was like, that's a great point. Yeah.
well, and you have the time.
Yeah. So anyway,
if you
space
have
is
the
important.
time, space
Yeah.
is super
So
important
it
to
is
me.
because
Yeah.
when you wake up in there, you either wake up and don't want to do anything because your space is confining you, or you wake up and you have energy. And space is
Yeah.
huge because when we were living in the Palazzo, we were ground floor, didn't get a lot of light. The difference of me waking up there and in your back house, the difference is unreal. Just because I have
Yeah.
the sun coming in, my wake up is totally different. So you have to love where you're at.
Yeah.
So don't settle.
Well, good. I'm glad. Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad, though. Very glad that you guys had such a good
And
time.
also, we're all such homebodies. There's people who are like, I don't. Like, I think that's a
All right,
huge
talk
part of
about
it. Is like, we don't leave our four walls unless we have to. Like, I have friends where it's like, I don't really care where I live. I'm barely there. And I'm like, oh, I have to. This is like very important to me. And it has to run the way that I want it to because I'm going to be here a lot.
It's where we recharge. We're all like extroverted introverts. It's literally where we recharge.
we
yeah,
went to the
yeah.
beach yesterday.
You did? Which one, by the way? Santa Monica?
Well, we saw it.
We saw it.
What do you mean?
Well, so we go to the beach. It's a little bit later in the afternoon, evening. And I was really excited to take Ocean because she likes digging in the sand. And I told her that's what we were going to go and do. So we go get tacos. I tell Easton to wait for the food. I'm like, Mom and I are going to start walking down so that we can get Ocean out there, like digging before the sun sets. And all of the sudden, as I'm walking, and my legs have been acting funny.
Okay. Like weak because of the belly?
It's like a very strange feeling where like they almost feel like on fire and
Okay.
like tingly, but also filled with lead. Like they're heavy for me. And I've continued working out during pregnancy, only 1 day a week. But I want to say, last night was very strange. I'm walking and I'm trying to ignore the fact that I'm going to pass out. Like my arms start going numb, my hands are tingling. I'm holding Ocean's hand. And when you start getting the chills up the back of your neck and your eyes are being forced closed? I said, I'm not walking to the beach. I have to sit down. And it continued as I walked back. We obviously had to abort mission, but I went to Disneyland a few days ago where we did 16,000 steps and I was fine. I was fine. I was a little tuckered out. The next day I couldn't do anything. I was beyond exhausted. But this has happened to me a couple times, and I go in for my checkups and my blood pressure's fine and everything looks good. Baby looks healthy. But I after that, I did get a little worried where I'm like, I need what?
Mom said you didn't eat, which made me feel better. I know that made it seem weird.
Well,
but
I had crepes earlier in the
that's
day, and
not
then I
eating.
slept all day.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I'm usually really good at eating and making sure that I'm fed. I really baby myself at all
No,
times.
Yeah.
But I slept most of the day. I was exhausted. And I keep wondering why are you so tired? But I have to remember I'm pregnant.
Yes. Third
I'm in
trimester.
third trimester
You're
already.
also very active. You're in the pool. You're just like, you are active.
You're pregnant
like,
with
in
a child,
good
the
way.
2-year-old. You're moving
Yes.
around. You're up in the playroom. You're
Yes.
walking back down the stairs. I know you don't think that that's a lot, but when you're walking from playroom to down the stairs to out in the pool, then when Ocean goes back to her playroom and you're following, like you're putting in a lot of steps when most people would just be on the couch. Like you're moving out to the basketball court. Like even when you're at home, you're putting in more steps than most people put in a day.
I like to think that is true. And I've loved this pregnancy because I've been able to remain active. You know, with Ocean, I was put on not entire bed rest, but they were like, don't move, really. Like couch. That's what you're on, couch rest.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm now after last night, and even if it could be the eating, I don't know. What I do know is my legs have been acting funny the past few weeks. And I think any type of situation that's going to stress me out, I'm saying I don't want to deal. I just really kind of want to hunker down. I'm not doing these big days out. Like the music festivals that I did, it's either catching up to me or it's like you're in, I don't know what it is.
The
but it did
tingling-
freak
That's
me
back
out.
to the 4 walls where we don't like to leave. She's just sitting on the curb, just about to
like,
pass
exhausted.
out pale, and she goes, I just need to go home.
And did you go home?
Of course.
Well, my mom was like, call the restaurant back and see if they have a table for us. I'm like, bitch, I almost
I
just
need to go home.
Oh, I looked at her.
like passed out on the Santa Monica Pier and got trampled. None of these people are going to give a shit about
I
me.
go, do you want to eat in the car? And she goes, no, let's just eat at the restaurant. I go, is the car not fit to your ambiance, Lisa?
No, and
just
it
sat
wasn't.
there.
She just
No, it
sat there.
wasn't.
She was singing in the parking garage. I don't want to be in there. I'm like, and then
My
I'm like,
daughter's
Mom, can you
sick.
drive?
Ambiance.
I go, can you drive? And she's, well, yeah. I'm like, are you joking?
It's
Mom?
either we die or you try.
I was like, there is a chance I pass out while driving if I drive. So like,
She wanted to eat dinner. She's like, Easton, your sister passed out. Pick her up and bring her to the restaurant, please.
yeah. I'm getting
Seat
a
her in the
table.
chair. I'm
getting
getting a
us a
table.
table.
But
Pick your
you-
sister up.
but because we were waiting on the curb for Easton, who was bringing the food, and you thought Mom was trying to like break
Oh
up.
my gosh. So yeah, my mom called me and she's like, we're right here. There's like, it's like a triangle.
Okay.
Just picture that. So one way goes one way. No. So she's calls me. I'm walking to her, but I went the other way because 2 dudes at like this side were like bickering and about to fight.
Okay.
And I see my mom, and if you know my mom, she loves to intervene. She's like looking over, and I'm thinking, what are you doing? So I just went up and yelled at her. I go, what are you doing? She
'cause
goes,
she's
I was
looking?
looking for you. I was like, oh, I thought you were trying to stop a fight. And she goes, no, I've learned my lesson. And I was like, yeah. But yeah, there was I mean, there's
Well,
a
I've had-
clown that Ocean's afraid of while she's sitting there. There's
By the
people
way,
juggling. It was
I've told my mom, don't even ask to go to an LA beach. I don't want to be around it. You have people who are without a home, peeing on everything.
Dicks
And-
out. Yes.
Exactly. I had to make sure Ocean didn't see a man without a home's dick last night as he peed all over this building. You've got people who are trying to make a living off of dressing up as clowns. My child's terrified of clowns. I just don't want to be around it.
I'm literally spending this entire upcoming weekend in Santa Monica.
Well,
So now I'm
bring
scared.
a video camera.
have fun. But what are you doing there? Because Santa Monica, if you're like
doesn't
going and
matter.
having dinner,
Yeah.
just
Dinner,
like,
beach, walking around.
okay, you may see some things, and
Yeah, you're gonna see a
it'll
penis or
remind you
two.
why you don't go that way.
Oh, no. Okay, really
Santa
quick.
Monica was really high on the crime list like a couple years ago. Like one of the most unsafe places in Los Angeles to live.
Is
Oh,
it
beautiful.
Santa Monica right next to Marina Del Rey or no? Venice.
Yeah, Venice is, I think, in between
the
Marina
middle.
Del Rey.
I think it goes
And
Marina Del Rey, Venice, and then Santa Monica, right? Or
I
am
enjoy
off?
like
No,
Abbott
you're right.
Kinney. What's that? Marina.
That's Venice, but Abbott Kinney is fabulous.
I like Abbott Kinney.
It's just as you work your way towards the beach. Because,
Yeah.
by the way, if I were a woman without a home and I could, like, put my stuff on the beachfront, get a little high, that's grade A real estate.
That's where I'm going to be.
That's where I'm going.
Right.
Yes.
Huh.
I don't know.
Fascinating.
When it comes to travel, we all have that happy place we're always daydreaming about, whether it's a snow-capped mountain, white sand beaches, or even a hometown visit. We all have that happy place. I know for myself, Easton, my mom, and I think Jessica too, that place just became Hawaii. We had such an amazing time there last fall that I think it's going to become a yearly trip. The beautiful beaches, the amazing food, and the fact that we completely chill. I'm not sure it gets any better than that. Whatever your happy place is, Priceline wants to get you there for a happy price, so you never have to miss a trip. So we rented our car in Hawaii through Priceline, and if I told you how much money we saved, you would not believe me. And did you know that when you bundle and save with Priceline, you can save up to $625 when you book your flights and hotels together? Just use Priceline and simply book your entire trip in one place. They truly have deals you can't find anywhere else. So download the Priceline app today to save up to 60% off select hotels and go to your happy price with Priceline.
The tingling is what makes me, I wonder if there's a pinched nerve of sorts.
It could be, because, by the way, my back is killing me. It feels like my baby. She is horizontal, hanging onto the front of my rib cage while pushing her feet onto my back.
She could be.
And I'm like, maybe it's a spinal cord thing where, like, my back is killing me.
Is it?
Yes. And I can't get massages from my girl unless she brings a chair that I can, like,
Put your belly
That
in
has
like
a
a
hole
head.
in for the belly?
that. But if I'm on my side, my back and my rib cage start, like,
Hurting.
really hurting. So
Are you ready to have the baby or not quite yet?
I'm ready to have the baby.
Really?
Yeah.
Like if they said you could tomorrow and everything would be great.
Let's go.
Wow.
Shoot her out.
Let's go.
Pew! That thing's going to shoot right out.
I know, like a little ping pong ball.
I know.
Yeah. She's very fun feeling her in there. She's having fun and she seems cool.
I can't wait to see
And
her.
she started pushing her booty up.
She did?
Yeah, like my tummy will get hard in places and I'm like, oh, it's a little bum.
That's a butt. It's
That's
a little
so
peanut
cute.
butt.
Yeah. By the way, we've discussed, Ocean now knows the name of the baby. She is not allowed to
No Amazon lives
make
for that one.
impromptu appearances
Lives.
on the podcast. She's not allowed the podcast, I can cut it out. The Amazon Live,
No.
no.
She's going to leak it.
Oh, when
she's
we were
gonna
in
be
there
a-
last time, I was like, if she tries to, I'm not letting her because she will leak the name.
And she says it. She
Oh, yeah.
definitely
She
says
does.
it.
She does.
Oh, we were out picking out dresses and she said it. She goes, this would look so great for baby S. And it says the name and it's like,
She did?
"Ah!" Oh, she was telling
I was
people
like,
that she was.
Stephanie? Little baby Stephanie?
Stephanie, people are still guessing. The most recent was Stone. I was like, oh, interesting.
Oh, that's the name of my son. Stone.
Stone?
Stone.
Stoner.
Stoned.
Stoned.
Period.
Stoned.
I like it.
Period.
The next thing, so my legs went numb. I highly recommend the Ashley Madison
Doc?
doc. Yeah. Have you watched it, Jess?
No, but
You-
I've heard about it and seen clips.
Dude, it's the biggest hack in like history.
The data leak, right? And it was
Yes.
like you found out if your man or was it man
Both.
or woman, I guess, was
Both.
cheating on you,
Wow.
having an affair.
They said that they had an overwhelming amount of women on the website.
Yes.
Come to find out, they were like bots. And I'm like, this makes so much sense. Men are so stupid. And I love men, but
Yeah.
they're dumb as rocks.
Yeah.
That you would think that these women who look like this would be on this website.
Yeah, it's called OnlyFans
Okay,
now.
so
You think girls are
Unless
going
they were
on there?
getting paid, right?
It was for affairs only, this website.
Yeah, but like no one gets paid for it. Like the women join because they want to have. Keep in mind, this is how not smart people are.
The male species. I'm just kidding.
Yes, that's who was
Yeah.
their biggest fan base.
Oh.
Well,
The fans of
who could have imagined?
I'm shocked.
Oh.
They had monogamy a part of their slogan, and they had to change it because people, men mostly, were mistaking monogamy for wood, mahogany. And I'm like, okay.
Of course, the man.
Men. That's hilarious.
They're like,
Monogamy.
we know you don't want monogamy. What what does wood have to do? Oh, maybe like my pecker. No, you dumbass. Guys.
Yeah,
Like,
men are stupid.
Men.
but you know, it's
Yeah.
every time I have heard about a super, super religious couple, the guy is usually up to some funny business. Okay.
Ah.
Most of the people that I grew up with in Utah that were very Mormon, their dads were doing some sketchy stuff. Okay.
Uh-oh, dads.
I just like
Let's name them.
Name 'em.
Name them.
name them. Name them.
Oh, no.
Would you let me talk, Jesus? So there's that couple, but then there's a woman whose husband actually committed suicide when the list was, trigger warning, committed suicide, after his name was released.
Because
And
he
that
lost
woman, well, he worked for the church.
and he lost his job.
He lost his
Spoiler
job.
alert.
He lost his job for the affair. Or
Yep.
did he do something specific,
No,
or
just
was
that,
it
No,
like, if you
his name was on the list.
Were
Okay.
on Ashley Madison and signed up, you were just getting released because you were.
And by the way, his
Trying to
wife was
cheat.
like very in love with him. And she said, when I heard about this, I already knew. My husband's probably on it. She goes, I didn't even have to look.
Do you guys agree with that? Do you think he should have lost a job? I feel like that's between husband and wife.
In the church,
Well, in the-
yes,
Oh,
it's
in the
adult.
church.
You know,
Mormon
you're,
church.
if it wasn't
So you
the
got-
Mormon church.
It wasn't.
No.
Well, thou shalt not. I mean, if you're, it's Catholic
Whatever,
churches,
yeah.
adultery is
Yeah.
against
And-
Any
yeah.
type of
church,
book
really,
that
I
you're
think.
reading that is
Yeah.
a part of Christian faith, God, Jesus, whatever, it says you can't step
Commit
outside
adultery.
of your right, commit adultery. So yes, of course he's going to lose his job.
Yeah.
And he killed himself over this. And by the way, the hackers wanted nothing except for them to shut down the site. They didn't want money. They wanted nothing except you have 30 days to shut this down.
Were
Fully.
these hackers cheated on women? Who are these hackers?
I don't
Well, here's the
know,
thing,
but it
and
was
it's
wild.
very hard to find these hackers because they were in like 40 different countries.
No one could find him.
So
They,
like India,
Ashley Madison.
like all of these. So you don't know if it was hacked here, India, or China, anywhere that they were located. So they have no.
So there was multiple hackers.
They called themselves the Impact Team. Still to this day, they believe it was one person.
Okay.
But Ashley Madison was like, we're gonna nail who the hacker is, right? We're gonna bring in like the hackerest of hackers from Sweden. They couldn't even figure it out, right? But my point, this woman who was married to the guy who was like, I didn't even need to look. I just knew. Like there was something about my husband where there were secrets, right? And I accepted that. This woman was a saint. She was like, we're all a part of a list, you know? Like
Oh, that's
she says, the Bible
beautiful.
says when there was like a woman who came out and she was basically wearing a scarlet letter, and they were casting stones, and Jesus came in and said, "He who has never committed sin,
Cast the
cast
first
the first stone."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and she says,
Not
and I
verbatim
don't
again. I've
think-
never read the Bible.
Yeah.
She says that and says we've all sinned. We're
Yeah.
all gonna be a part of some list that were to come out. We've all done things that we shouldn't have done. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I like when she said that. She goes, if you're the one who doesn't throws the first stone, and she goes, I don't think any of us are, like, no one has done right to throw the first stone. We're
Yeah.
all in things. The
We're
way
all-
she
Yeah.
put it,
Yeah.
and I'm trying
The
to
way
think
she
of,
put it
it
was
was
like
worded
very
so
eloquent.
perfectly.
And her husband's the one who took
She
his own
found
life.
him, yeah.
Oh, that is.
She said her
heartbreaking.
No, it was heartbreaking.
friend.
She said her friend was hearing this beeping.
They were outside in front of the house talking for like 20, 30 minutes, and the friend was like, do you hear that beeping?
She couldn't
and she
hear
was
it.
like, no, I don't hear it. But her friend called it out a couple times. She walked in the house, felt it was weird, walked to the back of the
She was
garage.
like, my husband's
Trash.
usually doing X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
It was the carbon
It
monoxide.
was the carbon monoxide that was beeping.
that is
Heartbreaking.
tragic.
No, it was tragic. It was very tragic.
Oh, I definitely. Is this is this a series?
Three part.
episodes.
Okay, three
Hour
episodes.
Hour
episodes.
each or so?
Yeah,
Wow.
Our Each. Highly recommend. It was very good. The guy who started it pretended like he was in a one woman marriage, and he was out trying to find 18 to 19-year-olds.
Wait, which one? Oh, the old guy.
Noel.
They're the one. That's what they're saying. He's the one who leaked it all.
No, he couldn't have. He leaked all of his. You fell asleep.
I did fall asleep. I'm really good.
They
at
said
that.
he hacked, but then all of his emails got leaked.
And they were
Where
all,
he's like, I would love an 18 to 19-year-old. When is Samantha available? It's like, you piece of shit. You're disgusting.
Yeah.
You're disgusting. Yeah. The world is just
Falling apart.
It's been falling apart. Hey.
well, let's talk about it falling apart further.
My mom loves the song I made for her on SongFinch. We gave it to her for Mother's Day because what exactly do you give the mama who has everything?
2 years ago, you left your home and dropped everything.
And you guys, she actually cried the first time she listened. So of course, that made me sob like a baby too. I got to choose the genre, which of course I chose country because that's her favorite. I got to personalize it so she knows just how much we all love her and how much she means to us. SongFinch lets you create an original radio quality song inspired by your own life and people you love. It's completely unique, personal, and it lasts forever. This is the perfect gift for Father's Day too. Even graduation, you can express your feelings in a song which will last forever. So start your song now to lock in one of SongFinch's top artists. For a limited time, SongFinch is letting our listeners upload their song for free, so you and the lucky person you gift it to can listen to it anywhere, anytime. Go to songfinch.com/Lala and start your song. Again, my URL is songfinch.com/Lala. Don't forget to share your song with us too. songfinch.com/Lala.
Twitter/X announces they are officially allowing adult content.
Have they not been? There's titties
That's what I
on
was
Twitter.
saying. I was like,
There's
I've seen
titties
some
on
crazy
Twitter?
shit
There's
on
so many
Twitter.
porn bots on there now
yes,
these days.
and vaginas.
Like a tweet, you can see a reply and it's just filled with,
Just ass
it's all
and tits
ass
and-
tits,
yeah.
all explicit
Me
stuff.
and
So-
John send them to
buttholes.
each other.
Yeah.
You would.
I post it my tits online. No, I don't. I don't do that.
All right, so I'll
Or
be
you're
on Twitter
fired.
X.
You may share consensually produced and distributed adult nudity or sexual behavior. Users should be able to create, distribute, and consume material related to sexual themes as long as it is consensually produced and distributed.
Why?
Why?
Well, it's whatever. I haven't used X, and so even Twitter was
Does
falling
anyone
off.
use it?
I don't know. I mean,
John,
you could. I don't know. I'm so bored with X and Twitter.
I hate the name.
It's so just like lame. Did Elon Musk come up with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's such an Elon Musk name, like X. Like he feels like it's so cool.
Yeah, what's his
doesn't
kid's
his
name?
kid like XRD2
Yeah, it's
whatever?
like-
R2D2 is
really
what he
is.
named his
I
kid.
have no idea his kid's name, but what a weird.
None of us do because it's not a name. It's a bunch of letters and numbers, I
He's
think.
like he just feels like the king of like maybe used to be nerdy and now he's like I can do all the cool shit. I don't know.
He's like, watch me make this really cool looking car. We're going to call it a Cybertruck.
I don't even know how to say his name.
It's like
I think it's
symbols.
X Asha 12.
Yes, X Asha 12.
I think that's what he said on the
His
Joe
name
Rogan
is
podcast.
X Asha 12.
But look how it's spelled. That's not a weird like
I would be so furious. You
I
did
would
your
piss at
kid
my
so
dad.
dirty. You didn't even care at all.
No. I love the name Asha though. I'm adding it to my baby list actually right now.
Please
What?
spell
I'm
it
not
out,
having it.
though. Please don't do a
ASHA is
No.
so cute.
That's great, but whatever this is,
Asha.
you should Google what it means first.
Okay, let's say ASHA. It probably means from dust to ashes. Asha meaning in English, Asha. Life, one who lives well.
I love it. Perfect. Add it to the list.
And with that money,
I
He'll live
like
well.
it.
she'll
all
live-
right, so we've
as a
all
boy.
agreed that this is stupid,
Girl.
right?
Yeah, this is dumb.
Okay, this is even dumber.
Actually, no, this is nice, I guess. If you use it and you want to post your titties consensually, post those titties.
Just
I've
tag me.
changed it. I've
You're
changed my
not
mind.
going to feel that way when you have a child.
Do you no, but this won't allow like underage. Oh, you
Let me
mean
tell you
scrolling.
something. When I get onto Pornhub every so often,
Sure.
all I have to do is it's like, are you 18 or
Yes.
older or younger than 18? It's like, yeah, I'm older. I could be 12.
That's right. Oh, I used to do it when I was when I was like 13 and my friends and I were like, ooh, or like maybe
Yeah,
12,
on the big box,
11.
the big back Mac, the colored
Yeah,
one.
Google penis. What does penis look like?
By the way, how weird is it that my mom, number one, she's attached to this text message.
She has not.
With a bunch-
she loves it.
No, she does.
No,
but she doesn't.
she wants out of it. She feels dirty.
You can get out.
We've
We
tried
because they're
We've blocked
Android phones.
They're Android
so
phones.
It
so
comes
you
in like
can't.
Block,
multiple.
block, block.
We have.
We've done it.
Wait.
It's like they start a new one.
Yeah. with another number.
Are they targeting Lisa?
I don't know. It doesn't seem that way. And my mom goes, I'm sorry for what you're all going through, but could you please remove me from this chat?
And they don't.
I don't know you guys. So basically what it sounds like is a group of high school students who have extorted a teacher claiming that he has done something inappropriate, but they're stating that they lied about it. And they're all laughing and and there's someone on the other end pleading like, you're ruining an innocent man's life. He's in jail right now. And they're like, give me $125K and I'll say I made it all up. And it's like pretty horrific. So not only is she attached to that,
What?
but she's like, I keep getting these emails about like, come or something. And it's like,
Yeah, I was like, where did you put your email? She's getting like,
I'm like, have you
porn.
watched porn?
yeah,
Yeah,
like,
she's
it's
like,
girls,
no.
like, girls in your area.
Yeah, girls in your area. Emails.
Yeah.
Emails.
She even put
With
her
double
text.
glass. By the way, she's the only person on the planet who can't figure out her vision. I'm like, this is not normal. You having to stack 3 pairs of cheaters on. Go
get your
to the
fucking
eye
eyes fixed.
doctor.
She has to go to the eye
She's like,
doctor.
my eyes are so bad. I'm like, you don't
This is
have
your
these like
problem.
weird eyes that no one can figure out what's wrong with the vision.
Yeah.
She has to go to the eye
called
doctor.
go to
She has
Costco.
to. And so she'll go, Easton, see, and they're asking me, they want me to come over for a fun time. Why am I getting these?
Yeah.
And
Like,
I'm
I don't
like,
know.
so
Where the
well.
fuck do you watch porn?
I actually do on occasion visit the quick porn hub.
Yeah.
And I never get that shit.
No, I wonder if she accidentally
did something.
accepted something.
She
Instagram,
did
she
something.
accepts all the DMs, and I'll get I'll get DMs here and there on Instagram that I just block or ignore, but like
If you open it, it'll start to do
I don't
things.
open it though. You could tell by the subject line. It's like squirt emojis and like see me nude, and I just like delete them.
Oh, Lisa's probably thinking, oh, it's a whale
she
in
probably
the ocean.
accepts them or something.
Mom's
Oh,
on
she does.
gram. Mom's on gram.
Oh,
that's always,
no.
look at the love I'm getting. All right.
It's
Yeah, that is more than just love.
it's
They're asking you to do some pretty
I know.
gnarly
People are
things.
sending her money for no reason.
What is that? I'm like, change your number. Change your phone number.
I think we
That
I would
we
be
have
changing my
to.
number if I was getting a couple $100 every week.
You'd
Just
be
send-
changing it. I'd keep it. Oh, I was gonna
That's
say.
what I'm saying. This guy's just sending her $100 here and there.
Oh, because he thinks she's a stripper. That one.
Yeah, and
well,
the one,
come
yes,
to find out,
that
maybe
too.
she is. I don't know what she's doing at night. She's got Pornhub popping up. I'm asleep. She
Trust
might
me,
be at
Lisa.
What is she doing? If you guys see Lisa out and about at places she shouldn't be, give us a call or a DM. We'll come get her.
Yeah.
Please don't. I don't want to know.
Let me know. I'll
I
come get her.
don't want to know.
I'll come get her and I won't tell
have to know.
Lala. or
Even
Ethan.
asking after we watch Ashley Madison, and my mom's like, she says to one of our friends' moms, I wonder if our husbands are on there. I was like, please don't try to find out.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. R.I.P. Dad. All the secrets that you may have had.
Right.
I like to think you had none.
They're-
I just want them to be in that urn
Cremated
with you.
Yes.
They're
That's
cremated
just
with you.
not wonder. Let's
Yep.
not wonder.
Oh, yeah.
Curiosity killed the cat. Okay?
Wow.
I ain't curious. I ain't curious
am.
about shit.
I don't want
Very
my,
curious.
especially if they're already passed, I don't want my, I'm keeping my happy memories. And
Agreed.
unless you're a bad news bear and need to be called out, like some celebrities who've passed and then all the stuff comes out, well, then yes, it should come out. But
As
other
long as
than
it
that,
doesn't affect us, we don't care. I'm just kidding.
yeah,
Yes,
we do not
agreed.
care.
I loved this. I died. Gen Zers are boycotting hard 9-to-5 jobs for mental health. One TikTok shared is by a girl named Ellie who is.
Telling her story.
It just because the moment I read the headline, because we don't read beforehand,
Yeah.
which is why I sound like I have gravel in my mouth when I read the rest. I didn't prep, but it's like I literally read this headline and I was like, it's not the jobs that are affecting your mental health. Okay, it's the TikTok, it's the Instagram that it says
Yes.
one TikTok.
One TikTok. Sure.
Ellie, who was telling her story, how she went from a career-focused girly to a life-focused girly. Kate, kick rocks.
How old is this girl?
And
This is so funny.
and is a life-focused girly,
Girly.
paying your bills on time? Because I sense the IRS is going to be knocking soon.
I have to say, Gen Z makes me laugh so freaking hard because that's their vibe. That's Bubba's vibe. He goes, "Oh, gorgeous." I'll say, "Daniel, get a job. You need a license." "Oh, gorgeous, no. Driving gives me anxiety." And I'll say, "Bubba, you get a job." He goes, "Oh, gorgeous, no. I don't do physical labor."
Please tell me that I won't have any kids that are Gen Zers. We've moved
After
on
her-
from
You won't.
that, right? Oh, thank
You
God.
have like a Generation Alpha, I think.
Ella. Oh yeah, we're back at A. Ellie used to work 12-hour days on her online recruitment business. Every time she would reach a career milestone, she felt sadder about the weekends and nights she was missing out on. Every waking minute was about me thinking how to make more dollars. I could never turn it off. After her first overseas trip to Los Angeles, where does she live?
Overseas. But it's funny that she comes to LA and she's like, oh my gosh.
She realized she wanted freedom and a stable income. Girl, if you come to LA and you look at any of these people and go, I want this.
They're not
these
stable
people
income.
Are like,
they're in debt.
What happens is then they hit like their 40s. They move home to like Minnesota or Pittsburgh with their families, have nothing to show for it except maybe.
I lived in LA.
LA's not known for stability.
Not at all. I would never, and I know this feeling, by the way.
But don't
I
worry.
used to come out here and get wasted
Yeah.
at Diane von Furstenberg's son's mansion and be like, this is the life. I'm moving here. And then you moved here and I realized I'm not Diane von Furstenberg's son. Where is the champagne in the mansion? What is this little shithole of an apartment?
That's depressing.
Okay,
going from like
wait,
a giant mansion
though.
into like your little
It
hole.
was depressing, Easton,
Yeah.
which is why I
Look at
moved
you
home.
now. Oh,
I
you
moved
did.
home the first time. After, let's see. So she quit her job and is now working as a barista where she has a set wage but is earning less. I feel heaps better. That
Okay.
will change. I feel like I feel like the internal pressure is gone because I've taken it off. Our generation is realizing, okay, let me tell you something, my love. I want to give Ellie some advice. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to hit a point in time, okay, where you go, wow. Okay, and there's nothing wrong. If you never hit this point in time, I'm jealous. And there are some people, like there's this guy who's been working at the same restaurant. He's older. And by the way, he's so freaking happy. Same with the guy who used to sell me shoes over near where I used to live. Older dude, lives in this fabulous apartment. He's has set rent, never changes. It's fixed. Living his best life. But Gen Z, when I see Gen Z, I'm like, okay, you got your head in the clouds. What's going to happen is one day you're going to wake up and you're going to go, oh my God, what have I done?
Meaning like just working these jobs?
You had a fabulous job. You had like, this
I
is
don't
called
think
you
a 12-hour is a fabulous job,
It isn't,
though.
but here's the one thing about that job is you're
she
building
could
a
have gone,
resume.
She could have gone and gotten a different,
Yeah.
right? A Gen
You
Z.
have a resume.
Gen Z, what is the oldest Gen Zer age?
I'm going to Google it. Let me tell you the
Oldest
ages.
and youngest.
Oldest and youngest.
And by the way, this is just my opinion. I'm not shitting on anybody.
No.
She could work as a barista for the rest of her life and never change. But what I've noticed with Gen Zers, they don't think long term.
They compare
they
their life
live
to
for
the
the
TikTok.
moment, you mean?
They live for the moment,
moment.
which is great. I think you should live in the moment, but you also have to have your blinders off to see the bigger picture and plan. So what
Yes.
is the oldest?
Okay, so it's 97, born 97 to 2012. So current age is 12 to 27.
Okay. That makes all
12
the
to
sense.
27.
By the way,
And
at
she's 22.
Ah,
She's 22, so she's on
Do you-
the...
life
do you
to live.
understand?
Life to live.
Yes, I do understand that. I think I do also think though, I think millennials were very much, we went a little too hard for the live to work, not work to live. And now
you think we were too far the other way?
like it's like the grind. You should be working. You should be like, we're living to work. And then people are reaching a certain age, like millennials, and being like, oh, I've worked literally my entire life, versus I think they're falling a little too much. Like me and Bubba are so alike, but so different. I'm like, work, work, work. I love it. I love it though. I'm fulfilled. This person, the 12-hour days in the online recruitment business didn't fulfill her, it sounds like, right? So you are right. She could have been like, well, I'm going to do this. If being a barista, like you said about the restaurant server, fulfilled her, it sounds like it does. She likes it. Then that's great. Then that's beautiful. Like, work as a barista. Do your thing. That's amazing. Baristas are incredible.
All right, I find this to be a very interesting conversation.
Yeah. Like, I love that. If you want to travel and maybe live paycheck to paycheck or whatever, if that's what makes you happy, kill it. It's the laziness, the Mr. Bubba. Like, I love you so much, Bubs, but like, I'm too anxious to drive. It's like, no, you got to get your shit together, my gorgeous boy. Like that shit.
See, and when I read every waking minute was about me thinking about how to make more dollars.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would you ever want to stop that?
Right. That's so millennial, which I enjoy. You enjoy.
I think we all do.
But I think a lot of people are like, no, because I don't want to live to work. I don't want my life to be about, because it's the money thing. It's never going to be enough. Your life adjusts. You make more. Your life adjusts. You make more until you're like super wealthy. And then some people never get super wealthy. And what? You're going to die having always wanted more money, you know?
Well, I just don't love that she came to LA and had a financial
clarity.
and spiritual. I wouldn't say that coming to LA gives you a clear perspective on what you should want. in
Do we know
life.
where this girl's from?
It sounds like UK because she said heaps.
Australia, I believe.
Oh,
Australia.
heaps, Australia. However, if she did come here and see, oh my God, you don't have to work a 12-hour day. You can work, like, look at this influencer. Would I ever want to be an influencer? Not in a million years, but like, cool. She gets to take photos. She's free. She's at a coffee shop. Maybe she didn't even realize. I don't know. You know? I
She
feel
gets to take more time to focus on herself and not the 12-hour day. Her barista job is done in 8 hours, and now she has X amount.
I bet
for
it's
her.
less than 8 hours.
I bet it's.
Oh,
6.
I bet it's like, or like 12 to 4 shifts. Like, to me,
Yeah.
But in a way, I kind of relate. If I take myself back to my younger self, it was like, how can I do something that I really like to do, make a lot more money than I would make at a 9 to 5,
mm-hmm.
and not do it every day?
Right. Like, if you had a choice, if I had a
OnlyFans.
choice, if you had a choice to be a hostess or to work a 9 to 5 in a cubicle, I feel like
I wouldn't choose either of those. They both sound horrible.
Like, for me, if I had a choice to be a barista,
But also,
Oh,
I know
shit,
what it's like to
coffee.
be a hostess. Oh
Yeah.
my God. It has nothing to do with like that job sounds awful. No, it was the most anxiety I've ever had. It was being a hostess was the hardest job I've ever had.
When I
in
see
my
a
life.
waiter, waitress,
When they come
can't
up
do it.
and they're like, how much longer? And I'm looking around, I'm like, I don't
know.
know when
Go
this
ask them.
table's getting up.
right?
And like, why can't I sit there? You know, that's a great question. I would love to know why you can't sit there.
Those are the
Because my
rules?
manager told me that I can no longer sit in that section. Although you're 4 people and that's a 4-top. You would think that I could just put you there.
Yeah.
Which is usually what I ended up doing.
Well, then the waiters get mad. Well, with me, when I was a hostess, the waiters would get mad because I'd give one waiter too many tables, and they'd be like, "She just got 3 tables in a row," and I'm like, I don't know.
Well, they asked to sit there.
Split tips.
Yeah.
They split tips at Sir.
Oh,
So no
that's
matter
good.
who had you could personally get $2,000 on a tip, and it's like it's going into the
No, I'd
going
be
into
you
the
pissed.
are
joint.
lying.
I'd go,
I
"Can
would
I
be
get this
pissed.
in cash?"
I'd be pissed because that's like, I'm sorry, but I'm such a good waitress.
Oh please! You
I'm
think you're
so good.
$2,000 good? No, you
Yes.
just got someone who was rich or pretended to be rich.
Or like
okay,
thought I was cute.
exactly.
Yeah.
Put it in the pot. Put it in the pot, girl.
As a bartender, I didn't mind splitting tips. As a waitress,
Okay, well, what if I decided to put that $2,000 tip in Genevieve's section? Wouldn't you be like, damn, I wish that was going in the pot?
no, I'd be like, gotta put the cleavage up a little more.
You have nothing to do with it. It's just where the hostess put the table.
I don't know. But then what if Genevieve?
But if you're hot and they're like, "I want to sit
what
in
if
that girl
Genevieve's
section,"
lazy? What if Genevieve is like, and rude?
She ain't getting a $2,000 tip, babe.
Yeah, but she's got to get my tips.
Yeah.
She's being lazy. And I'm like, Genevieve, you don't work hard. Anyway.
Luckily for me, I was a hostess. I didn't give a shit. I didn't get to participate in that
just
pot
looking at the
anyway.
clock.
You know?
Which is also wild.
Give Them Lala is sponsored by BetterHelp. This year, y'all, has flown by so quickly for me. I cannot believe that we're already almost halfway through the year. And when life goes by that fast, it's important to take a moment to celebrate your wins and make adjustments for the rest of the year. Therapy can help you take stock of your progress and set achievable goals for the next 6 months. Therapy is so helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself, and it's not just for those who have experienced major trauma. Therapy truly is for everyone. Easton's told you on the podcast how much it's helped him lately, and it makes my heart feel so warm. So if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online and designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your own schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Take a moment and visit betterhelp.com/GTL today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/GTL.
So now I have, what shift would you rather work? So there's a 9 to 5, which we all know that exists, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., 3 p.m. to 11 p.m., or 11 p.m. to 7 a.m.
That graveyard
Oh
shift
my
ain't for me.
God, 7
I'd either
a.m.
do
to
7
3
a.m.
p.m.
or 9.
What would you'd either
Either
do
7 or 9 if I had to choose.
Do they have like a 1, like a,
A 1
maybe
to
like
2?
a 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.? That would be nice.
That
Which,
would
by
be
the way, is the only cubicle job I had.
9 to 1? Really?
Yeah, she thought it was the worst thing in the world. I was like,
I
you
mean,
don't
they
even know.
are. That's a lot when you're sitting in the same spot.
Yeah, I'll picture
4
another
hours.
4
Yes.
hours of it.
I had to
7
talk to
yeah.
people about old folks' homes.
Hi, this is Lala Ken calling to talk to you about
Oh, no.
old folks.
I was Lauren, baby.
Oh.
Hi, this is Lauren from
beep,
Insight.
Wow.
I'd love to know how your stay was at Old Folks Home SLC 801.
Wait, were
blah,
they
blah, blah.
dead?
The people could have been dead.
I'm guessing they were dead because you don't stay in an old folks home and pull them out.
And so you said, I'd like to know how your stay was.
It was the family members.
Oh.
How
yeah,
was
so they're,
it?
Yeah. Now that your grandpa's dead,
Now
did
that
he enjoy
he's
his
passed.
stay?
Yeah.
Let me ask him.
Can I tell you what I would do?
That's messed up. What?
I would look because unless they told you not to call, you couldn't black them off the list. So you did like a 1. If you had tried and they didn't answer, you would do a 1. And anyone of the names who had like tons of just 1s next to
Yeah.
it, like tried, didn't answer,
You black them off.
I would call and fake it.
Oh, why? Was there a camera on you?
Well,
do you mean
they
call?
recorded the calls and then they called me in and they were like, your phone hasn't been recording any phone calls. They're like, we thought we set it up. We didn't. And I was only there for a certain period of time because I was moving to LA. I only got the job to like stack some coins
Yeah.
before I left. So I was like, if they're not recording them, I'm freaking making it up.
And you did.
I certainly did. I would just look at other people's notes from the old folks home and I'm like, okay, so out of the 12 people that I called in the past that actually answered,
Yeah.
the majority liked this place. So we're going to go with
They liked it.
Anastasia loved this place for her gram. It was awesome. Check them off.
That is so wild. And you never got caught.
Well, no, I didn't.
Wow. Anyone who
Or
works
they
with-
caught her and they were like, just fuck it, don't say anything.
she's gone.
She's gone.
She's in
Who
LA.
cares? I know. I don't feel great about it, but I did it.
But you know the dick move.
it was definitely.
And their self-awareness.
it-
Wow. Hey, if you hear that and you still have callers calling, learn from this old folks home.
What do you mean?
Callers.
Like now
No,
they
just
have
play
to
the numbers.
record.
Oh.
No, my job was supposed to be recording.
Oh, but you
Like her call should have been
I-
recorded and she didn't record any.
They thought that they set my calling up to record.
Yeah.
And they were like, it
And they
takes
didn't.
30 days.
Oh, I won't be here. Man.
And they're like, you're going to
Don't
be.
even worry.
goodbye.
So I was like, all right, well, I'll just keep making the calls.
I'm telling you, the best job to have if you're trying to stack some coin and get out here to LA, you guys, waitress. Waiting. You put that cash in your pocket. You don't have to claim it. I don't know if that's legal or not. Or you have to claim
Under
a
the
little bit of
table,
it for
baby, under
tips.
the table.
You get a tiny paycheck for a minimum wage, but damn.
No taxes on that.
I'm-
Cheap.
Yeah.
Cheap day.
Yeah, no, my friends who were actual servers at Sir and not just a hostess.
Made money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I tip and I'm like, damn, I
It's
made some
so
decent money on
fun.
me.
Yeah.
I
and
got
it's-
3 other tables. I can only
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Jake Paul, Mike Tyson postponed.
I saw that. What do you guys feel? I mean,
Well, I mean, I kind of forgot about it until now.
did
which
you?
is yeah, I forgot about it and now I'm bummed.
He had an ulcer flare up. Like Mike Tyson is getting up there in
He's- I
age.
think he's
Yeah,
like
why
60
are they
years old.
postponing it? Netflix, did you see I think it was Jake Paul. He punched that he had like a hip hop artist on his podcast
Yeah.
and
Punched
he
him in the stomach.
Yeah, and I forgot his name, but the rapper was like, after this, I want you to punch me as hard as you can in the stomach. Jake was like, I highly advise you not to have me do that. And he was like, no, you have to.
Did he?
So he did it. And then
Throw up.
no, I think he had to go to the hospital.
That's so stupid on both of their ends because he could have ruptured a organ and killed him.
That's boys, though.
Was that bare
They're
fist or
idiots.
glove?
Bare fist.
fist.
Oh, idiots.
Idiots.
Idiots. Put a
Absolute
glove on.
idiots.
Bare fist right to the stomach. He like couldn't breathe. And they were like, we think we should probably take him in. I just think boys are intense. I took Ocean to a little boy's birthday party and
Got ran over.
and she got mowed down to the ground.
She did.
Yep, still hung on to her balloon though.
She did?
Didn't
Hold
let
on
go
to
of
the
the
things
balloon.
that matter.
Cry.
Yeah, I looked over and she was on the ground sobbing. So I picked her. But it was,
balloon.
and like it was an 8-year-old's birthday party, and 8-year-old boys are wild,
Rough.
by the way, so rough. And finally, they went over to play basketball and weren't on the jumpy house anymore. So I look over and I see Ocean, Hartford, Summer Moon, and a couple of the other little girls at the birthday party sitting inside the bouncy house in a circle eating popcorn. I was like, this is way more my
Like
speed.
gentle little angels.
I'm looking at my stomach being like, I'm so happy that you're a little girl.
I don't know what I'm going to do with
Savage
my
man.
nephew to come.
I think it's stages, you know? You either go through the stage of boys roughhousing or you go through the stages of chicks being really, really vicious to each other.
There's either
There-
verbally or physically. Girls
Yeah.
are verbally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know which is worse, to be honest.
Probably
both
verbally.
bad.
Verbally, that sticks with you for life. If you get your
Physically,
ass
if you
kicked,
do-
you just
I
got
don't
your
know.
ass
There were a
kicked.
couple moments where I was like, someone in this bouncy house is leaving with a broken neck.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it better
Not be
like,
my child.
Yeah.
It better not be anybody's child. Like, I kept telling him, I was like, be careful. There was a little boy crying at the top of the slide. I was like, are you okay? He's like, yeah. Gets pelted. in the
Oh,
side. Like, no one
No
cared.
rules.
Yeah, Ocean got mowed over during the soccer game. They didn't stop. They didn't stop.
no. I can't.
And the little yellow balloon. And Hartford was like, she needs to share her balloon. I was like, Hartford, I'm
does
not
not.
going to make her share her balloon
Not
right now.
after
No,
she
she
got
does
mowed
not.
down and did not let go of it.
Mom's saying she gets to keep the balloon.
Aw.
Sorry. So that's being postponed. The fight will be rescheduled for a later date this year after Mike's able to resume training with no limitations, and both fighters can have equal time to prepare for this once-in-a-lifetime matchup. So the reasoning, what Netflix tweeted was, unfortunately, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson will not face off on July 20th as planned. Tyson's recent ulcer
Yeah.
flare-up, is that in the stomach?
Ulcer, yeah, right? Producer
Yeah.
John?
Yeah.
Those are
Ha-
painful too, I heard.
Has
Yeah.
affected his ability to successfully bite Jake Paul's ear off.
Damn.
Wait,
I don't know why this is even happening.
the
A lot
fight?
of money.
Yes, I feel
Lot of
Easton,
money.
you watched a fight the other night and you
I
said
almost
someone
threw
took
up.
I
an
watched
elbow to
The
the fight.
MMA?
Saturday night, of course
yeah,
I
did you
at
see
the
him
gym.
get his head split?
Sure did.
I had to go over
Easton
to their
came in.
house. I was dry heaving.
You were?
White as your pants, white as your hat.
It wasn't even that bad.
Oh, he was gushing on his foot. Are you crazy?
His foot or his
'Cause he-
head?
Well, he hit him in the head.
And it
and he
split.
split. And then he went to try to like tackle the guy.
Take
with that,
down.
like a takedown. So he's like this, like down.
The guy
and
with
he's
the
just
split?
with the split, and he's just dripping blood
Yeah.
on the other guy's
All right, moving on.
leg.
Moving
Yeah,
on,
no.
moving on.
See, moving on.
Oh.
Now you know why I ran over to her house.
Have you guys seen my nails lately? They are looking absolutely amazing, and I'm going to let you in on my secret for gorgeous nails, okay? Impress No Glue Press-On Manis. These are a getting ready game changer. There is no glue, there is no damage to your natural nails, and no annoying dry time. Just one step and you're done. And as a mom of a toddler and a soon-to-be newborn, fast and easy is my #1 priority. These nails are totally on trend, and the style options are endless. I love using Impress No Glue Press-On Manis because they are the easiest and fastest way to upgrade my look in just minutes. They also have a patented super hold adhesive for up to 7-day secure hold. Impress No Glue Press-On Manis are a beauty must-have. Do yourself a favor and try them today. Get yours at impressbeauty.com/noglue and use code NOGLUE with no space at checkout for 25% off. That's impressbeauty.com/noglue and use code NOGLUE at checkout for 25% off Impress manicure and press-on falsies.
Man goes viral for driving with suspended license. Did you see the
You
video?
guys, this is
The video is so great.
funny.
We have to
Okay.
post it.
I highly recommend you guys look it up
Okay.
if you haven't seen it. This guy obviously has a court date via Zoom, and the judge is on there, and he's like, so we're here for a suspended license, and the guy driving his car, and he's like, yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm pulling into the doctor's office.
pulling into
he
the
goes, sir,
doctor's.
you're driving right now. And he goes, yep, just give me 1 second. I'm just pulling into the doctor's office. So he parks, and the judge is like, so let me get this straight. And he's like tilting his glasses. He's like, so he's driving on a suspended license. That's what
We're
his
here for.
case says. That's why I'm here. And he's driving as he takes the call. I don't understand why he would do that. And the guy's like,
He's just sitting there.
He goes, oh my God.
And then I just-
Poor guy.
Why
then he
did
got-
he do that?
because
So the
he's
guy-
an idiot. And
yeah,
then
but
he has to turn himself in
If
by
he doesn't
6 o'clock.
turn himself in by 6 o'clock,
There's
To
a
the jail?
bench
Yeah.
warrant, and he has to serve
Sir.
jail time.
Sir.
Right, John?
Yeah, but guess what? So there was a plot twist. So the reason why he was driving, because in January of 22, apparently his suspension was supposed to be lifted,
Okay.
but that never made it to the court for them to clear it.
So then is he in trouble or is this the
No,
court's
that
fault?
should. I mean,
I
they
think
should-
that has to be the
Yeah,
court's
you
fault
gotta
for not getting that cleared. when it
But
was
then
supposed to be.
again, was it up to him to contact the court
Yeah.
to reinstate his license?
That I'm not sure. So I guess it goes both ways eventually, because he should have had the confirmation that it was officially lifted and he was good to go instead of just taking the word for it.
Right.
But also, it should have been taken care of on the court's
like,
end as well.
Yeah, it
Sounds
should.
like the
but I
court's
will
fault.
say, I've known some people. May have been one.
What?
But you have you got to go in, you got to call. You got to call. It'll be reinstated, but you got to call and say, "Hey, I'm calling," and then you give them your ID number, like your license number, and then they type it in, and then they reinstate your license. So I don't know if he didn't call in.
Well, that's confusing.
Not really. It's pretty. I mean, whatever you get.
Ethan's like,
the thing
not
that's hard is
that
like, yes, the system is definitely not. It's not a well.
It's not set up for us to win.
machine.
Right,
Okay,
right.
They're
You have
not.
to take
They're
the step.
setting us up for failure.
Yes.
The problem here is like we only have to worry about ourselves, where the courts have to worry about hundreds, if not thousands, depending on where you live, thousands of people.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't sit here and be like, okay, well, John Denver, it looks like his court case, he took a win today. Let's reinstate the license. It's like, we got more important things to do. You got to pick up the phone and call me, and I'll type the
Judge.
stuff in and reinstate it.
Judge goes perfect, slides it, goes into like the cubicle desk area. You got to call them, and then they do it from there.
It's annoying, but it is what it is.
It is. Well, whatever you did to put yourself in the situation of getting your license suspended comes with extra chores. So,
I know, I agree with you.
You put yourself in the boat. Make sure you're
And
doing it all right.
a lot of dudes that I talk to when I do the background checks, they get the boot over like driver's licenses
Like
because
suspended?
they driving without insurance, driving without a license. It's like these are things that, I understand that things happen, but also this just shows that you're irresponsible. And for someone in their mid 30s to pushing 40, you should know how to drive with a valid license. You should know if you have a car to insure it, right? So,
And
it's
if you
like-
don't know, you'd think they'd go, I don't know if I'm insured. I'm going to call right now.
yeah.
It's a
If you
call.
don't, by the way, maybe there's someone out there for you. I don't want to take someone on who can't even drive with a valid license.
That's why I think it's that's like the minimum requirement from here on out for your partner is a car. Because a car takes some sort of responsibility.
Yeah. A lot of people have had to be cut loose from the PI checks strictly off of like, oh, you said that you owned your home and your background check says you don't own a home.
Which is
So
insane
you're-
because
so-
you wouldn't have cared.
No. I'm
this
renting a home.
shows me that you lie.
If you're lying about that, what
It
else?
has nothing to do. I don't care if you rent your home, buy your home. I don't care. But when you say you own it and you don't, that shows that you're not an honest person.
It's a meaningless
Okay.
lie. I could only imagine what you lie about when something means something.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
a
when
good
people ask me, like, when you do a background check with dudes you date, what are you looking for? I'm like, honestly, it's not even what's on there. It's about like what it tells me.
And what
Right?
you have told me.
What 2000s comedy series is the GOAT? It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh my God.
The Office, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Arrested Development, How I Met Your Mother, 30 Rock, Scrubs, That 70s Show.
Hold on, you guys.
No
On the count
brainer.
of three. On the count of three, we're all going to say our number
Go.
one. Okay, hold on. Together.
Okay.
All right.
And we're going to see if they're the same.
Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Curb your
Office.
enthusiasm.
Ethan and I were so
I
on.
like
I just
Curb.
said Curb. You said what did you say?
Okay.
She said the
Arrested
Office.
Development
Oh.
and The Office are tied for me as at number 1.
I do like both of them.
I like
there's
both of
nothing
them
better
too,
than
but there's
Larry
nothing
David.
better than Curb.
Curb, it, for me, was number 2.
What you got, John?
Yeah,
what you
John,
picking?
what's yours?
How I Met Your Mother. That
Okay.
show actually made me cry
As
during
a
the finale.
comedy?
Oh, you do look like
What's
a
it
How I
called?
Met Your Mother. You look
Yeah.
like you could be a
Guess who else
part of the
loves?
friend group.
Guess who else?
Yeah.
Landon. Landon loves How I Met
is
Your
it
Mother.
funny though?
No.
I don't like it.
Oh, it's hilarious. No,
Okay.
no, I don't want to hear it.
See?
It's so funny. It is
Comedy is in the eye, or no,
Of the
in
beholder.
the ear of the
Beholder.
beholder.
Every comedy lid has a pot.
That's exactly right.
Good job.
Because I find a lot of things
Easton.
funny that no one else does.
By
Fuck
the
'em.
way, though, every show on the list
Is
really, really great.
So good.
So good.
So
everyone
amazing.
should be very proud that they were on
Also,
any of those shows.
That 70s
Because
show
it
is actually
made
good
them-
too. I do like that one.
30 Rock. Hello.
30
oh my
Rock,
God.
so good.
I've never seen How I Met Your Mother, but Arrested Development, Jason Bateman. Oh, and Will Arnett, the
It
author.
So
really
good.
is good.
It really
forgot
is
about
good.
that.
Michael Cera's in that one.
I know.
So good.
And the
It's
girl
so
that
funny.
was in the Disney Channel show, Do You Believe in Magic in a Young Girl's Heart? With a
Is that her? No idea.
Yeah.
Wait, what? I thought she was a spy kid, or am I thinking
And
of
she was a spy kid.
Was
I
she?
didn't forget.
Right.
But how I
Wait,
first,
she's what? What's her name?
I don't remember her name.
Julian and
hold
Margaret.
on. I'm looking this
I
up
don't
for
know.
you guys.
Look her up.
Arrested Development cast.
While you
Yeah.
do that, I'm going to name the top 10 new A-list movie stars of Hollywood according to The Hollywood Reporter.
Can I guess some? I haven't seen this yet.
And there's no order
Yep.
to the rankings.
Okay.
Yes.
Arrested Development cast. Sorry. Her name. Oh, is it Aaliyah or Aliyah
Yes,
Shawkat?
yes,
oh, she's
yes.
Search Party.
Really?
That's yes.
Now you know how
Oh,
I
it's
feel.
because yes.
Search Party.
Oh my gosh, I think the short hair
Yes.
threw me off.
Amazing.
There it
So I don't
is.
think
You're
she was
right.
a spy kid. I don't think she was a spy kid.
No, she was.
She was not the spy
she
kid.
wasn't. Is Sydney Sweeney on there?
Of course.
Okay, Sydney Sweeney. Is Timothy Chalamet on there?
Yep.
Is Jacob Elrody or Elroddy?
Yep.
How many are there?
10. You're at 3.
I'm just thinking of all the young, not Margot. Margot Robbie's not on there.
No.
No, she's newer.
No.
Okay, that's all I got.
Okay, so we have Zendaya. Is it Zendaya or Daya?
I think it's Zendaya.
think it's
Zendaya,
Mhm.
Glenn Powell, Jacob Elordi is I think the one.
Elrod- oh.
Elroddy.
Maybe it's Elordi. Sorry, guys.
It's
I said
okay.
Elroddy.
Hey, you knew more than I did. Paul Mescal, Austin Butler,
Yep. Shout out Austin Butler. He's dope.
Jenna Ortega, Florence Pugh. Is it Anya Taylor-Joy?
Yes.
Sydney Sweeney and Timothy Chalamet. Great list.
Wow.
Great
no
list.
order to those rankings. you
Nope,
guys.
and I couldn't have put a better list together myself.
stunning,
could have.
stunning list.
Really?
I don't know. I don't watch many things. So.
Zendaya, of course, has to be on. She's iconic. I love her.
She's so freaking
Fashion
hot.
queen.
Okay, let's wrap it up. Ache and relief of the
Can
week.
we wrap
Are
Can we
you going?
wrap this up?
Okay.
What
Who goes
are you
first?
talking about?
ache and relief? should I go first?
Yeah,
Jiu-jitsu.
go.
Jiu-jitsu. Okay. My relief of the week. To no one's surprise, it's another jiu-jitsu related.
Oh my God, this
How are
sport,
you not sponsored?
This sport should sponsor
Someone
you.
make
my
it
lord,
super clip. Jiu-jitsu, will you please sponsor me?
like the whole sport of jujitsuing. It's
I
wild.
didn't even know it was a thing until you did it. I lied. I didn't know.
I
that.
was going to say. So in San Diego, I mean, to 10th Planet's credit, every school I've dropped into is amazing. But I went to 10th Planet South Bay. Our friend Donna Gonzalez is there, and I dropped in. So friendly. Not only were they friendly, me and Alexis were welcome to their Memorial Day party.
Oh, how fun!
They had like
Did
a
you go?
cookout. Yes.
Hey.
It was just such a friendly crew. So if you're ever in 10 out of 10 review, thank you to Donna for that, for inviting us. And that was great. And my ache of the week is, it's an ache into a relief, because my ache, I guess, is that I've been doing more therapy. But my relief is that, once again, BetterHelp coming through with the therapy. I don't like to leave my house, especially when I'm in like a really difficult situation. So the fact that I can just and I'm not even saying this because it's like a sponsor, I don't even know. But the fact that I can just pop on to BetterHelp and not leave and be like maybe in the middle of a little cry or something is fabulous. So it's an ache, but it's also a relief.
I love that for you,
Love
Jess.
it.
Thank you.
TT, you want to go?
Me?
Yeah.
Relief of the week was having everybody in town. I think that was
So
the
fun.
best. A lot of fun. And then my ache is trying to keep that same energy when they were here. I was so happy.
I know that's tough.
And now it's a new week, and I was like, how do I keep that energy going? But that's
Yeah.
my ache is how do I keep that energy that I had around me?
You know what? I think you take a moment to say like, okay, I'm going to unwind because there's always going to be something else to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we'll make
Yep.
sure of it.
Yeah. But no, that's my egg. And it's not even a bad egg. I just miss everybody now.
I know. It's like coming down from the high.
Yeah.
I hate that part.
We don't like that.
I hate when I sit there and I'm like, something we've been talking about for so many months, it's just over. What
Over?
do you mean? What do you mean it's just over?
It's like Christmas.
I'm funny about time. I don't like time passing. It really messes me up.
That's why you got to enjoy every second.
Yeah. My ache is that there is a rogue mosquito in my bedroom that has eaten my baby alive.
And not gotten you.
And it got me a couple times, but I mean, she is covered.
She got that sweet
You think it's
blood,
just one?
soft
It's-
skin.
I don't know. And I got this zapper that I walked through my room. And then I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, it can't be in the room. Is it in the bed? So we're washing the sheets and doing the whole thing. But you know, I get the outside of the house sprayed pretty often. With this like organic company. But I'm ready to bring in the big dogs. I mean, my child is covered. And the thing about her is she won't let you do anything to it because she's worried it's going to hurt.
Oh.
So I just feel it's a real ache. I just look at her and I'm like, they're all over her face, her back, and I just can't even imagine. I've been giving her oatmeal baths.
Damn.
Trying, I know. And I keep telling her, I'm like, I'm so sorry, baby. And she goes, it's okay, mama. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. So she's a little champion because I can't even imagine how annoying that is. And then my relief is probably her recital coming up. She's got her first Saturday. She's got her first dance recital.
Are we
that
still?
I'm really excited about.
Am I still able to go or no?
Yes.
If not, you can video. Okay, go.
No.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, I've got the whole gang is coming. I keep telling people, I'm like, I can't do anything that day because my baby's got her dance recital. They're like, can we come?
So excited.
Anyway, so that's exciting. You guys, I'm going to take off and go watch my baby dance now.
Woo!
With a boa. She's got a purple
No, she
boa.
doesn't.
And the song that they're going to be performing to is If I Was a Rich Girl. Na 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 na.
Can't wait for this.
Is it?
So cute.
I cannot. No, I can't even think about it. I get too excited. And we're a week away.
We're a week away.
Ugh.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. I love you guys. Reminder, bonus episodes come out Monday. Video on YouTube drops same day. Regular episodes Wednesdays. Video for regular episodes on YouTube. Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. I will catch you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Give Them Lala podcast. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Did I get all three? I'm getting really good at that.